Alright, let me just turn the in-game music down a bit. Let's get into it then. So, first of all, updates. I've forgotten to put the big box. I've forgotten to put the box over Outpost 5. Oh well, I don't think there's as long as I just avoid the area, should be fine. Anyway, so first of all, updates. The city area has some music. And also some more buildings. I can't remember how much it was done in the last episode or the last stream, but I've got some more facades done, including this one, which is completely non-functioning because it has part of the hyper queue line, which is in fact done. It's this absolutely enormous catapult that will be split across a bunch of rooms and a brief outside section, and then it runs under the station, which I think is kind of cool. And then you kind of come out this big old ramp station, you go on the ride, then you come down this section here and exit just there next to our Looney Balloons shop. We have ourselves a coffee shop. I'm actually quite happy with this facade. It's probably my favourite one on the street at the moment. And yeah, just a basic coffee shop. We've also got the Mexcelente and here with the emergency exit for the indoor coaster. And the information booth. Now I was considering putting these kind of along here, and I might do that. I'm not sure yet. And then yeah, we've also got the restaurant back here that still needs a name. So if you've got any good ideas for the restaurant, please let me know. I've put on some cabling and some aircon units on all the buildings. I will go through and put the where's got a good example and put these on eventually. But yeah, for now that's what it's looking like, and you can kind of see how this is going to be one large building that goes all the way around the back here. And so yeah, it's coming along. Got some music down. I got rid of the larger trees in the area because I didn't really like them. I'm pretty happy with how it looks now. Anyway, also, if you haven't seen on Discord, I've been working on the park's newest coaster, which is this spinning coaster. Still needs a name, so please leave some suggestions in the live chat. But yes, we got a spinning ride, and I've been doing this section. This is slightly odd because it's technically outside of the adventure area, so I wanted it to have a bit of an adventure feel, but at the same time be quite scenic. I found this nice TMTK rock that I've put on there, and I've also themed up, well apart from the queue line, the flat ride here. So that's got a big old plane and a few trucks around it. I quite like the way this truck is on the side here. And of course working on the entrance pillars here, which are the big snakes, and they kind of continue along the back here as well. Oh yeah, and I should say there's a waterfall, and I'm also working on the cave section of the ride, which will be back here, and it of course has emergency exits with like the fake doors that would probably just kind of come out into here somewhere. There's also this one where you would just walk across the rocks, quite simple, and this one up here goes into a fake door that opens here, and then from there they'd probably just walk everybody out of the ride area. But yes, the adventure area is starting to come along now. You can see the layout of the whole coaster. It's very long but thin, a little bit like Dragon's Fury. This is definitely my favourite section over here with the two spirals. And yeah, it's timed pretty well, but when the guests are on it doesn't really work this well, where it kind of comes up over here, and then it dives down the front spiral, up around there. Wahey. Wahey indeed, welcome to the stream. We'll do some building in a moment, I promise, but I'm just showing all the new stuff. There's also this nice triggered water effect. Let's go for a ride on the new coaster, on the spinning coaster. Oh, spoilers. There we are. Go seat view. And there you go. So that is the spinning coaster, which of course still needs a name. And yes, so about some of it is themed. I've got plans to have a nice boat in the middle here. Hey Kep, how are you? Welcome to the stream. This will eventually be one big facade up at the top there with another kind of cave exit there. It's obviously got the waterfall incorporated, so from down here it will kind of continue along the top there. And hopefully from inside the area help cover up the back of the city buildings. So yeah, so you can kind of see how it's going to continue along here. And then all this will be inside the cave. And I'm thinking basically the building of this queue line will basically just kind of look like it's part of this whole thing. So it's like one big building. But yeah, so it's getting there. I've got all but one of the entrances and exits done. So you've got this one here. Kind of you come out. I'm not really sure if you'll be able to see this one from anywhere. Maybe from here. Definitely from up here you'll be able to see that cave exit. But then the other ones you can kind of see from down here. But yeah, so what else is there? I think that's everything that's new so far. Obviously not looking at Outpost 5 because that's now almost done. Keeping that a secret. Oh yes, I've been working on Shipwrecked around the back here. Bit more work on the terrain here as well as the castle section that the coaster flies over. I still need to have a little bit more theming on this wall and this section here because that's still what's visible, and I've got kind of loads of supplies and stuff on top. I might get rid of some of this, I'm not sure. I just have a think about it. Some of them are floating, what's going on there? Let's fix that. Okay, I think they're all fine. Yep, but there's also like cannons everywhere and all sorts of stuff. It looks a bit overgrown as well. I'm quite happy with how it's going at the moment. And yeah, you got the flags and everything. So you see it a few times actually. You've got the you got from the airtime hill up here, then you kind of come round here, and you'll see it again from here. And you'll also see it as you're coming around here, not to mention as you come around from the second launch and dive down this way, you can see it. And then this section is also visible from the queue line. But yeah, that's coming together decently well, and I'm also just bringing this terrain across, so now this bed of rock doesn't look too lonely. And yeah, I've just been doing all the plants and foliage around the back, so it's getting there. There's just this section now which is going to be mostly the custom terrain with all the rocks and the trees and stuff. Maybe a few more bits of theming around the queue line. There's also been a little bit of work done around here on the runaway train, just kind of putting in a bit more foliage. I wanted it to be a bit more on the foliage compared to the rest of the ride. This is kind of sparingly used, whereas here I've done a bit more. But yeah, quite happy with it. Just adds a bit as you're kind of going around, a bit more theming here and there. So yeah, this is it's getting close now. I've got 4 areas that are getting quite close to being done, which is the gardens, Outpost 5, Buccaneers Bay, and Storm Valley. Speaking of the gardens, I have done the queue line for the Ferris wheel, which is called the Farley Wheel. Got the entrance sign there. This will have its queue time, and you've got the safety info. And then yeah, just a nice basic queue line. I had quite a bit of fun with the back wall here of the photo unit. Yeah, it's kind of hidden around the back there, but fun little ride. And so yeah, did the old tactic of using the trees as like support posts. So yeah, that's that queue line in. But I still need names for the other 3 rides in the area, so I can start putting in the name signs and theming it all up and stuff. Yeah, it's all really starting to come together now. So it's 4 areas kind of almost done. The adventure area is coming along nicely, as is the city area, and then the spooky area has some bits of theming. Oh, I should probably talk about the station here. Hello, Kilgore6. Welcome to the stream. We should probably go in here at night because that's when it's done for. If anyone has any ideas of how I can get a nice roof here. So I want it to be lower than this one, but I'm struggling to figure out which pieces to use, and I don't really want to spend too many doing something custom, but if I have to, I will. Anyway, let's head in here at night, because I've been working on this station a little bit recently. So yeah, it's getting there. You've got the fences, people don't kind of hop through the exits into the turnstiles. Not turnstiles, the air gates. I probably need to put a light up here so you can get up. That's nice. Thank you. It's not quite done yet, but we do have the stairs across the back, and also the access stairs up to the operator's booth, which I still have to kit out with all the various desks and screens and stuff. But yeah, and the actual operator's booth is hidden back here. But yeah, so I have lowered the overall building. It's not as big as it was, which I'm quite happy about. It was kind of like up there and it looked far too big, but now I've managed to lower it down. It looks a lot more sensible in terms of how high up it is. And so yeah, this part of the queue line I think I want to leave relatively unthemed, as I doubt that it would be used that much. It'd be more of the extended queue line, so if it's a really busy day they'd send people down here, but most of the time you would just cut through this way. So it'll probably be mostly the dead trees, the rocks, and the and these dead bushes. And then yeah, around here there'll be heavier theming in the queue line that's always going to be in use essentially. You can see 2 trains on this wing coaster. I have begun planning out the dark ride. I don't know if that was in the last stream or not, but yes. So I think today. Sure, let's get this facade done then, so we can have those the rocks around the back done. The one thing I'm slightly worried about is from up here you will be able to see the entire roof, as you will be able to from up at the top here. But I kind of think that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can really do about that. Alright, first thing I gotta do is sort this out, because yeah, it's not looking too good. So obviously I know that this here is going to have to be like one larger cavern. So I'll tell you what, let me find, that'll be over in the spooky area, my 1 meter planning things. Here we go. Let's borrow these. So on the inside I want, this wall is kind of going to have to come around that way to the exit. I then need something to cover up there. Then of course I need it to kind of come along the back here, but I think there should be like a rock separating the 2 sections up to about there. And then we also just need to make sure it kind of travels around here, kind of like that. So this will be like the larger cavern. I can use the stalactite pieces and stuff to make it look a bit cooler. But yeah, outside of that we'll then have like the different pathways and stuff. Alright, now that I've got that in my head, I can undo all of that and start placing some rocks. So I think first what I want to do is get the entryway for this tunnel in, and for that I actually need the coaster train to be about there. Alright, so if the train is about here, then what I'm going to do is have a rock a bit like that, and I'm actually going to grab these as well, so I'm going to have one there. Was that too close? It was, might be a bit too close. I want it to be more about there. That seems better. And then the other one is going to be about there. Oh, well, I should probably make sure it's not going to hit the other side. Right, let's now lower these down. I think in terms of head clearance, if we just move it up a tiny bit once I put them in. Like that. If I just kind of put them up to about there. I can take this rock, put it on top like that. And that should be good for height clearance. The other thing I want to do is like that. Oh no, that's not good, is it? Let's get this perfect. Kind of like that, I think. And then of course I want the pillars to still be visible. That's too close now. Probably something about there. Yep, cool, that works. So now I'm just going to put in a rock up here. So I probably want to move that first. And then, where is it? This rock? It's a bit too big. These rocks are all far too big. How big is this one? It's not bad if I can get it in the right orientation, maybe? Like that? Yeah, alright, we will go with that. Now we're going to continue doing the flat section up here. Let's see. And bring it around like so. Yeah, okay. So that's roughly where the facade is going to be. But it's going to have to be higher up. So we can have this rock starting to bring the height. This one going higher again. And then this one going even higher up. And then I can use to put something in here. Take this rock like that. Nice. Then I can use that rock to fill in the gap. Cool. Although this bit of bamboo isn't really needed anymore unless I go like that. Yeah, that should be enough clearance. Although this bamboo might have to go down a tad. There we go. Right, now I've just got to fill this in as a cliff. So let's start with this going pretty much straight down from here. Like so. And I'm going to take these as well. This part will be hidden from the inside, so don't need to think about that right now. Let's rotate that around slightly. Like that. And then I can use some of the smaller rocks to fill in these gaps. One there. One there. Cool. Now I'm going to spin this one on its side. Like so. Cool. And I can also whack in one of these rocks. Just add a bit of variety in how it all looks. Yep, cool. I think we've got a small gap there, so again, I'll just use one of those rocks. Gap filled. Lovely. Alright, almost there. Just got to do the bit under here. I think I'm going to put one of these large rocks at the bottom to start with. And then you know what? I've been incorporating these flat temple pieces in. So maybe what I can do is take this and actually use it to cover up this section of the cliff. Like so. Nice. And then at the base here, I can take, not that rock, this rock, whack that like that. And then finally just got to fill in that little side part. Use another one of these large rocks. I'll sink it back slightly as well. That way, there we go. Cool. So that's gone quite well. Now just time to add a little bit of foliage around the top. Which I want to do with a couple of bits of bamboo and a palm tree. I like that, that looks pretty good. And importantly, it should hide the top of the facade up there from most of the viewpoints, which it does apart from when you get kind of far back from here. So what I might do is on the back section of this I'll just have some of these rocks kind of covering it up a little bit. Right, so let's get some bamboo at the bottom here. Kind of like so. Yep. And the same, kind of bringing it around as well. Getting the foliage into the rocks is going to be slightly difficult. Might have to be careful with where these go, but I can put something like that in there. And then I can probably get a bit of bamboo in there as it's kind of growing down the side. And yeah, okay, I do kind of want to see the next one coming down this drop. Unpause the game now that I've got that one. Right. Right, this is what I was slightly worried about. I think the wall is too close to the track. I think I need to push the whole thing back slightly to be more kind of there. Right, in doing so I need to lower this slightly. I need to move this rock here as well. Gotta fix a couple gaps. Nice. Push that back as well. I think, apart from maybe just taking these ones and pushing those back as well. Oh, I think we should be good for clearance now. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little bit more bamboo kind of growing about there. Ah, we've got to fill this gap here in now. Let's take this one. Just lower this down a bit, like so. That's covered that gap up pretty nicely. I don't think we have any more gaps in the rockwork that need looking at. No, but I do want to take another one of these and just whack it at the top there. Right, finally let's get this sorted. I want to use another one of these down here, but only towards the bottom. Kind of like so. And I want to take another one of these, flip it around that way. Oof, try and push it back a bit. More like that, and then let's just get a little rock to go in to fill this gap. Looking a bit ragged. Yes. Okay. Brilliant. So the facade at the back is now complete, and I'm really happy with that. Is there obviously put a nice bit of theming up there. I don't think there's really any other spots where we could have some theming. I have done this as a little thing, so if you do get evacuated, you can actually stay pretty much inside the adventure area. And then of course you go into the door, there'll be more steps, 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 and you think you exit about here. Yeah. So there'll just be steps down the back there. But obviously I don't really want to put that in if it's just backstage. Just need the impression that it's there. What I should say is that the blue colour of the supports I'm quite happy with, but I'm still undecided on train colour and the track colour. And the supports could also change, so this is very much work in progress when it comes to the ride itself. Is there anything else I could do with this entrance? I don't really think I can, not with the coaster passing so close at the bottom here. Should probably move this down a little bit. Yes, okay. And then this I need to leave clear for evacuations. I guess you could say this is a gate maybe, or you just kind of climb up and over the fence, or I don't know, there'd be somewhere getting people out from around there. Maybe one of these panels is removable or something. I don't know. Right, what am I looking to do next? So obviously I need to get a wall kind of going around the side here. The tunnels around here are really the next part of this. However, first of all, I don't think I showed this off at night yet. So this has got a nice orange glow. There's blue around the water section here, and the inside of the tunnels are green, which I'm quite happy with. So actually I probably need to take this green light, if I can find where I buried it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and let's put a few more. So you just turn off align to surface. Whack one there. Very cool. I mean, I'll also put one. Doesn't really do much having a green light there. Actually, yeah, it does. Does plenty. I'll put another one inside where the mid-course is. Also, there should probably be one there. So all the tunnels will have this cool green glow to them. On the other hand, I think there's a blue light here that should probably be removed. This one. Yeah, I don't need it there. Just need this section here. Yes. That's nice. Cool. This seems lit up alright. By itself, you've got the dots on there anyway. Let's put it back into play mode. So yeah, the adventure area is coming along quite nicely. I just wondered how many pieces do you think are currently in this area? If I just go through and select everything that I've put in so far that is part of this area. That's including all of this, all of the little building outlines and the various entrance things. Wow, only 3,200. That's not as bad as I thought. So really, if this is 3,200, the area will probably end up at about 10k, if not less. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I think I did a piece count on the pirate area. This thing's already at 11k and it's growing quite rapidly. It's mostly because of these the shipwreck sign. That thing is like 400 pieces by itself, and I've got it in there twice. Yeah, all the custom terrain around there is starting to come through. This thing isn't too bad either. Probably about, I think it's about 8k. Outpost 5 is at, God, I can't remember, about 8k, and that'll probably only needs about another 1,000 pieces or so to finish it off. And the city area, actually, I'm quite happy with what I've managed to do with this thing. It's not as many pieces as you might think. I should make sure I deselect all of that. It's currently about 2,100. And I think most of that, or at least a lot of that, is actually not even, because that's 180. That together is 500. The facades themselves aren't very there's not many pieces in them, which is quite nice. And there's also loads of custom supports and lights on the indoor coaster. But yeah, this whole building is 93 pieces. That's another 100. 220. If I had to pull the facades, what are we on? 335, or not quite, 415 for all the facades. Add in the floor, we're at 790, so not too bad. Anyway, so done some work on the adventure area, which is nice, got that facade finished. And yeah, I think what I am going to do is on the back of the building here, I'm just going to put just a bunch of these rocks covering it up, so from a distance just have more rock at the top. And around here I've used actually some trees to cover it all up. Anyway, so I think so the hypercoaster, I'm not quite sure what to do for the queue line interior. It was probably going to be split into 3 main rooms, then of course the bit under the queue line, but I'm not really quite sure how to theme up the rooms just yet. So I'll have to have a think about that one. I should probably say the adventure area also has a second flat ride around here, which is the Rising Raptor. Quite happy with how it looks there at the back of the area. And of course from this side coming in you see it there quite nicely. I need a name for this area. I don't know if I want to come up with it on my own or if it's going to be suggested. But yeah, so the city area, the street area, the city street also needs a name, so I've got to figure out something for that. And then of course once I've got that, there'll be like street names, signs and stuff on both of these buildings. In fact, whilst I'm here I should probably get the awnings. I think they're the Renaissance ones, yeah. Right, okay, so kind of want them to be coming from like that maybe? No, I kind of want them to be coming from up here. Kind of lower them slightly. Kind of like that, and then I just got to do the same thing on this side, getting it in the middle there. There we are. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I just realised, is there a staff member in the area? No, I need a staff member. Okay, you're walking towards the area. Come on, quick, hurry up. How high above the guests are the awnings? Oh yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I can't really get a shop in here when I've got queue line. But yeah, it's a long queue line, but I expect that this would probably be the biggest draw to the park is the giant hypercoaster. Well, this probably has the longest queue line that I've built in the park so far. It's enormous. You kind of go up here, around all this cattle pen. It's a bit mental. Anyway, I can't really finish off this until I figure out what the building's going to look like. So yeah, I think there'll be 2 stories around the back here, but actually might even be 3 for most of it. So it'll probably be at that height, just all the way across here with a big old roof. And this part will be the cinema facade, and that will kind of just have a simple square around the back. Anyway, let's just do some more of the terrain work maybe around here. Maybe I can bring the rocks around. If I can get the rocks to meet here, then that's kind of a ring, and I can just slowly start closing the ring until eventually I've got a small spot left. Yeah, alright, let's start at least doing the rock facade on the side here. Okay, so the way I do this is I basically start with a rock, and then I just kind of spam it around a bit. Just working on the facade. How much should we do? Let's go up to about there. And I don't want to put much theming on it here. I'm just going to have mostly rocks and stuff. Okay, then once I've done that rock, I then pick a different rock. And then I kind of go around and I spam this rock. Just kind of starting to fill in gaps. and then I pick another rock like this one and start filling in some more of the gaps. May as well get this little bit down here done as well. So I'm just going to do that, this, and then I'll take another rock and I kind of work down the size of the rocks. So I do the bigger rocks first and kind of fill in the gaps with smaller rocks. And I'll take this rock here and do a bit more gap filling until most of it is rock. Put one up there, around there, here, well, a couple more around here for good measure, why not? And then once the rocks are in, I mean, I could bring this across and try and have like a line there. Just got to do the rock work around there, but then that involves doing this. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Anyway, then the next step is to take off a line to surface and just kind of start putting in the trees. So for here, I'm putting in predominantly palm trees, and of course I'm rotating the trees, lowering them, raising them. So there's a nice amount of variety. Put one around there, and then maybe a slightly taller one there, a nice tall one here, and then I'll try and find a different one, so palm tree 2 or 3, which are hardly used, so it's quite difficult. There we go, palm tree 3, and then I start figuring out where can I put some of these funky ones, so like that one there is reaching across, and then I can put an interesting one maybe kind of around there, maybe more, it must be more like that. And then I might put one kind of stretching out there. Then finally I want to try and find palm tree 2. There you go, palm tree 2. And just fill in a couple of the other gaps. So for example, there, about there. Of course it's difficult with the coaster already being in. But there you go, I've got the palm trees done. Now I take the beech bush, and this one I like to use to fill in some of the smaller gaps, but also have it in clumps. So I might have a clump there, I've got a gap here, so another one here, so I'll try and connect them a bit. Then I might put a couple in there. I have another little line around here. That's a bit of a larger clump. I might put one at the base of this palm tree. I might have a few going along the top here as well. Then maybe at the base here. A couple around there. Then I'll put one there and along here. At the top there. Trying to make it look like it's kind of growing around the rocks. So there we go, once those are in, I then start finding the other ones, and this one I'm using a bit more sparingly around this ride, mostly because it does feature quite heavily in the adventure area, but I'm still going to put a few of them around. Just kind of like so. Maybe I'll put a little one there. This is probably the most annoying section. What I should probably do is just paint it sand like that, and then whack some rocks. Put some rocks on it. Grab this rock. Yeah, you will be able to see into the maintenance area, but there's not much I can really do about that. Just realised this section here might benefit from having a couple of these in. But yes, the idea is that when they're taking trains off, they could roll them off the back here and then just basically crane them over. Hello, Boints. Must have missed your message unless you only just sent it. Welcome to the stream. We're just working on some rock work. Anyway, and some foliage work. So, because yeah, the next step is to go through and just start putting in the foliage barrier, as if these are trees that the park has just allowed to grow along the back to increase how much. We've basically got to do a bit less work. As you can see, it helps kind of hide the other area. Around here it gets a little complicated, so I've got another transition area around here, and so I'm going to draw some inspiration from that when it comes to doing the foliage around here. So some of those, some creosote bushes, and yeah, it's kind of a bit of a transition there. Right, what's next? We'll take the short palm, I think, and we'll just keep filling in the little patches in the areas and stuff. It's too close around there. Put one there. Another one at the base here, and I'll put one up on the side there. I should probably finish off all of the trees along the back here, going up to about there. I'll make sure those aren't too big, that's fine. Take the ash tree, put it in about there, and then finally another one. Nice. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this palm tree up a little bit and lower this one as well, just to have some variety. Anyway, there's two more palm trees I want to get in this kind of cliff thing. I want it to be going a bit wild with the vegetation. So yes, this type of palm tree. I'm just going to use it there, it's too close, to hopefully try and hide a bit more of the maintenance area. I mean, it's the briefest glimpse that you're going to get through there. And there's one final type of palm tree that I want to put in there, and it's the jelly palm. I'm actually going to find it. And yeah, really going for like overgrown tropical. There's jelly palm. Just going to remove this one. Yeah, really going for an overgrown tropical feel around this ride area, as if it's a bit more of a jungle. I am actually considering having this section here just be quite a pure jungle, because what it means is I can take the oak trees and put them in the middle, and it just means I can save on piece count around there. I've already put one up there. Let's put one down there under the rider's track. So yeah, because here there's a lot of stuff, a lot of area. So what I thought is it could be a jungle, and I can take, what is it, oak tree one. I can basically have it in the middle, ring it with some more of the, what do you call it, some of the palm trees and stuff, and have this as like very, very jungly, and then I don't really have to do much rock work outside of where the coaster comes quite close to the ground. So yeah, something I'm having a little think about. We'll see how that ends up. But yeah, so we've made a start on that cliff face. And you just got to kind of continue going around the edge there. Obviously, round here, I don't actually think you can. Well, yeah, you'll be able to see some of the rocks, but I don't actually have to put anything in there. I might just put some trees and stuff along the back there. I might just do that for this section and just continue the rock work all the way around here along to there. I'll have to have a think about that. Anyway, that's going well. And with all of this here that we just placed down, about 150 pieces, and it's done this entire facade wall along the back. So quite happy with that. Jumping around a bit. So what we did, we started off doing this rock work facade for the spinning coaster. Then we went and did some continuing some of the pirate landscaping. So So the problem with working on the runaway train is that it is really boring. There's not really much going on, and around here there needs to be theming and stuff. So it's not actually the most exciting thing to do on the live stream. Oh yeah, for realism I've put these wooden bits kind of holding up the rocks and stuff. Because I mean, up here doesn't really need too much, but I might put a Joshua tree up there. Maybe another one kind of sneaking in through there. But outside of that, I kind of like the canyon nature of it. I'm inclined just to leave it at that with not much else, and then have all the nice foliage around here. In terms of the queue line, actually, this section is done. Ooh, I just realised if I switch over to night, I should probably light up this part. So let's first one, we get the right height for these. About there. Okay, so I can put one here. And these aren't the most complicated light designs. They're literally 3 pieces each. Anyway, I'm going to put another one here. There, I probably need one here as well. So we'll put that there. Okay, and finally we've got a little bit more to light up around here. Was I varying the heights? I have been varying the heights. That's something I've got to do here. So let's make this one taller, this one quite a lot taller. I'll lower this one slightly, and I'll lower this one as well. Nice. Okay, I'll take this. I'm going to put it. I'm running into issues because it's like this one should actually probably be more like one there, and then one's a little bit close to the ground, but that's here, like that, and it keeps everything all nice and lit up. So I'll raise that slightly, and bring it round, put it there. Just realised this might be a good spot to put an animatronic. Right, and finally, I want one here, and this is all lit up fine. Got a nice light on the saloon sign, so you can see that. Of course, you go in. And yeah, there's spaces for a few animatronics here. But yeah, it's a big cavern. Not really sure what I want to do with it. I might just leave it as is. But cool, so that's all that queue line now lit up. So I think all of the queue lines pretty much now are nice and lit up. Obviously the ones that haven't had much done yet aren't lit up. But yeah, it's getting there. I think the last stream was when I built this train station. It was either the last one or the one before. Anyway, so there's a bit of work in actually quite a few areas. So, just trying to think what to do next, really. I mean, I think this literally has 2 buildings left that need doing. There's the toilet block and then the little food and drink unit there. They aren't the most difficult buildings though. It's mostly just cladding it out with wood, putting some ivy on the sides, some flowers. Probably do need to finish off the Don't Die fence going around this ride, all the rides actually. Just got these 3. Just do circular fences. Anyway, oh, you know what? We can put the whatchamacallit, this stuff This channel is now deleted. How do I... What? I'm very confused. What do you mean this channel is now deleted? Channel KCS memes not found. I'm really confused. I don't understand what your message is. I half recognise the username, but I don't really know from where. If somebody can explain what that is and if I need to delete it, please let me know as soon as possible. Because I don't understand. I don't know if it's offensive or not. I don't really know what it means. I want to delete the message anyway, just in case. Remove. Yeah. What is going on? There's stuff here that violates my chat rules. Hello, Dinrad. Welcome to the stream. Wait, we were putting the ducting. I think it's a duct anyway. Duct, yes. We're putting ducting on the on these buildings. So I kind of just do this a bit randomly. Right, I don't know who you are, but goodbye. You're not welcome here. Yeah, it might be. Right, I need to get some cabling in. So I'll put it kind of like. Just do it like this. Cool, and then we'll do a bit more on here. So I'll build it up here first. So seeing as this is a restaurant, I think we should probably have a larger duct. With like a few side ones. Then like so. That one there. There, and then what I'll do is I'll have the exhaust wand on both sides. Cool. Alright, let's sink that into the ground like so. And now we need to do some more cabling. Just kind of connecting various bits. Any ideas for a medieval themed building in Planet Coaster? What I like to do is I just hop on the workshop and just put in like medieval. I don't think I spelled it right anyway. And just kind of see what other people have done so you can get some inspiration. Like for example these buildings here, and you can kind of see some of the different pieces they've used to do these medieval, to do a medieval build, and then you can try and use similar pieces to get a similar style. That's what I did with the where is it, for this building here. I had the basic shapes and stuff, but I wasn't quite sure how to add some detail to it, so I looked for some similar buildings on the workshop, and I found that somebody had recolored these kind of doorway pieces to use as decorations. So I thought I'd do that. I also found with the this like potted plant, and put a few of those around. So yeah, just kind of look on the workshop, see what other people have done for that kind of style, and then try and just take some inspiration from it. Obviously, don't rip it off straight away, or like piece for piece. Only take inspiration from it. Just be like, oh, okay, this person's used this piece to do this. Anyway, back to doing ducting. Now I should probably say that I have no idea how this is supposed to look in real life, but I know that it's something you have on most buildings, so I usually just kind of plonk it down wherever and just do whatever layout I want. Put the cable in there. Maybe we can get another cable there. Got a bit of ducting up on the roofs now. Nice. Oh, and I think on here I'll just do a really small one. Like quite literally, just gonna do is pretty much just a straight line. Like so. And finally just a little cable. Like that. Cool. Yeah, you'll find ducting on all of the buildings. Like there's a duct there, I think. Obviously can't go over there, but yeah, where I have flat roofs I have it all sorted. Oh, we're going for over an hour already, wow. Your voice sounds like... Whoever this person is, it's not funny. You're violating my rules of chat. And... sorry, I can't really say. It's just my rules here. And it's not appropriate. Yeah, I think it is Herobrine. There's this, you see on the live stream kind of chat tab, there's this like reaction stuff you can do, and it's covering up the option to delete the messages and get rid of the user, which is really annoying. So I need to wait for people to message before I can actually do anything. It's really annoying. Yeah. Anyway, should we just hop into TegidCam for a bit? I've always found that going into TegidCam, because this is like what the guest sees. Oh, how have I ended up on the roof again? Yeah, going into TegidCam, you can have a look around the park from the guest level and see if there's any issues. So we can head down towards the adventure area and see what it looks like from down here at guest level. See the spinning coaster coming through. It's got all the fountains. But what I wanted to see is what the rock facade looks like from down here. So actually thinking about it, the furthest away you'll be able to see this from is probably down this path. So yeah, if I as long as I just have some rock panels up on the back of that building that aren't visible from down in the street section, but they are from up here, then it should be fine. Anyway, let's have a look around the city street area. Haven't really made too many changes. What I do want to do actually is go for a ride on the Mack Multi-Launch, so I can see what all the new stuff looks like. So from up here you get a great view of the pirate castle, and the same from down here. You can see it pretty nicely. Second launch, up we go. Probably turn my speakers down. Yeah, come around here and you can see it quite nicely there. Inversion over the top of the castle, which I quite like. Got the airtime hill, and this is some of the new stuff. I like the near misses with some of the plants. And let's see what it's like from up here then. Louterbank, before diving down. You see that maintenance bay for about 2 seconds. And they got the cannon. Very nice. I'm quite happy with how this is starting to turn out. I think, you know what, I'm going to continue with the rocks lining off the edge of this, going along the edge of the queue path. Let's see, here's the rocks. Okay. And yeah, this needs to be done to hide the all the edges of the this roof piece that I've used to do a custom path. Okay, I can see here I need to put in another rock just to cover that up. Put another one around there. Going like that. So now it looks like that these bricks are kind of just in the queue line and everything else is fine. Oh, hey Kiara, how you doing? Just working on this pirate queue line at the moment. Just getting the rocks down first, and then we'll put theming in later. Right, just working on this section of the queue line for now. I think is there anything cool I can do here? Can I do some kind of rock tunnel maybe? Don't know if I have enough clearance for that. Okay, let's let the train go at the bottom here. It have to be kind of like this. It might be a bit too big. What I was thinking is I can take these rocks and spin them up, not that way, this way. I can have some fun with them, kind of like being a bit of a head chopper. And yeah, there's somebody trolling the chat, but just an idiot. He's got nothing better to do. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Imagine flying through there. There you got all like the rocks nearby and everything. Near Mrs. Galore. Let's get some smaller ones in, making it for more fun. Da, da, da. I always find myself singing along to the Planet Coast music when playing this game. Oh, look at that. And then you know what? There's a scenery piece called the Whalebone Arch here. And I wonder, can I get some of these involved? Ah, yes. They actually span it quite nicely. I think here I might have to move one of the rocks slightly. I'm also going to lower it a bit as well. That one doesn't quite work. Nice. Well, I'll spin this one around just to give it some variety. Bit like that. Haha, that's quite cool. And then what else I think we can do is, have I got enough terrain to do some water? So this is kind of all over water. I don't think so for some reason. It's not letting me do it. What if I push it down a bit more? So this is like a big old lake. Oh, yeah, it's not enough. Okay, no to the water. But we can do some nice rocks. Right, before I block you from this thing, here, Brian, you've got nothing better to do on what is this, Wednesday afternoon. You're an absolute idiot. So just go away. If you've got nothing better to do, just don't bother doing anything. Right. Next time we get more of those, just completely ignore them, and I'll just shadow block them. Or whatever, just kind of block them without having any sort of effect. Just keep chatting about Planet Coaster. I mean, hey, it's engagement for the stream, so YouTube will see that and think, oh yes, let's recommend this stream to more people. It's obviously very popular, loads of people chatting. Backfiring. It's quite suspicious. It's the about the amount of time to create a Google account between each one. So there's definitely somebody who's just thought, what am I going to do on a Wednesday afternoon? Sit here and make a bazillion Google accounts to troll somebody. Okay, I can do something cool around here. Maybe I can take... Where's the large one here? This is the large pirate shack. I have a couple of these chilling here. Cool, that adds to the theming. And then maybe on the end there we can put the... Not the bell tower, I've got plenty of those. I want... There's the rope lift, but there's also the... There's another one here. No, hang on, that's a custom one. Where's the base cargo lift piece? Maybe it's just a lift? Crane? Don't really know what the piece is called. Aha, there we go, a crane. And then can we put this kind of like about there? Cool, get a bit more bits of pirate theming in there. And just do some more rocks. keep adding in rocks. Probably need to put in a rock here somewhere. Cool, well, that's actually a fairly decently sized chunk of this pirate area that's getting done today. Right, let's get ourselves a palm tree in like that. Turn off a line to surface. I want to put in another one here, another taller one around there. Maybe we can also put one in there, but lower, a bit slightly lower. Right, same strategy with the beach bush. Just putting in little veins of it. Nice. Have another set kind of going along the side there. Go into there. Bring it round here as well. Get a nice large patch of bushes. Back another little bit around there. Maybe a few more down under the track. Oh, there's no rocks around here. Let's fix that. Nice. That's quite cool. And I might whack another couple of... Oh! Another little... Okay. Just get some more palm trees in. Round here, this is the extended queue line, so I'm not going to go too heavy on the theming. The main theming piece around here is the castle at the end. But also the ride itself, really, because you get some pretty nice views of it from the extended queue line. I've no idea what they'd do if the train valued here. I mean, to be honest, they could probably quite easily get engineers and stuff down in there. And of course, they have the road here. They might be able to do a crane. I don't know. Stuff I don't need to bother with. Right, let's get a few more of these around here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy some just playing some Planet Coaster, really. Just working on this section of a ride that called Shipwrecked. Right, I actually want to go on a ride and see what this looks like. Well, from here, this is pretty cool. Whoa, look at that. I'm a very big fan of how that's turned out. where it kind of dives under there. I don't know, I feel like the track kind of needs a bit more smoothing. It looks a bit odd. Oh well, I've been over this ride many times. What is next? I mean, it's like that's that section done now. So there's. I've been watching some previous streams too. All very cool. Oh, thank you. Hopefully the first area, which is Outpost 5 round at the back here, that's getting very close to being done now. So hopefully I'll start being able to do kind of some in-depth looks at some of these areas instead of them just being all under construction. How long have we been going for now? Hour and 26. Anyway, this is starting to come together with the with that. Of course, you have the coaster going straight over it there. I might move those triggers just to start a little bit later, so it kind of follows the coaster instead of goes with it. Okay, here it comes. Let's see if that's worked. Yes, that's what I was going for. And of course you'll be able to see it from the queue, which is very important. Right. Done some work on quite a lot of the areas today actually. Did some on the adventure area, some stuff on the city area, some stuff on the Buccaneers Bay, some stuff on the western area. I remember when I started building the park, I thought the western area was going to be probably one of the largest areas. And then now, like the spooky area is absolutely enormous. The adventure area is quite big. Buccaneers Bay is, I think, is probably the largest area out of all of them. Yeah, there's some pretty large themed areas. Outpost 5 is actually much bigger than it was originally going to be. I did say I was going to keep most of it a secret. I'll give you a little look at it. Right, that's what you're going to get. I've still kept the Phantom Station a secret. That is something I'm really proud of, and I'm keeping that as secret as I can until I'm finally ready to share it with everyone. Anyway, I've added this is something new as well. I've put in the pathing for a nice little seating area overlooking the lake and the wing coaster. So once I figure out what's going on around here, I'll be able to put in a nice little seating area that looks out over the lake and the wing coaster. And then yeah, there's still two themed areas I've got to start from scratch, which is the Viking area. This was going to be a lot of rock work and maybe a few trees. I'll tell you what, I think if I find the coaster I did for Matty's Dragon Coaster contest, they have it's a similar vibe to what I'm going to be doing. Here we are. This is the blueprint version, but kind of like this, except I'm going with the alpine rocks, not the deciduous rocks. And I'll be doing something similar with like the similar kind of trees and stuff. Anyway. That thing has a lot of effects to load as a blueprint. Tell you what, let me save the park and then we'll let a bunch of guests in. I like to keep all the rides open whilst I'm playing, so they should be all ready to go, and then we can hop into peak view. I will close all the stuff in Outpost 5 though, because I'm not going to allow guests around there. So let me just save, and then we'll go for a little walk in Tejikam. Whilst I'm saving this, I just want to say if you're enjoying this stream, please give the video a like. Really helps just get the streams and the videos into the algorithm. Okay, park save. So first of all, we need to close everything over in Outpost 5. Like so. And now, how... I'm streaming, I don't want to go too overboard. Let's go 5,000 peeps. Let's go. Wow, 127,000 lifetime visitors. And then you look at the finances and the park is losing like 85 grand a month. I do really want to try, once the park is finished, try actually managing the park. Trying to make it turn a profit. I think that'd be quite interesting. Anyway, these got off to the runaway train. So, we're basically going to hop into first person. And it's a good way of looking around. But yeah, so the video screens here will have some custom videos that I'll make playing on them. Got a nice security guard. Got the wave swinger. This queue, that queue will fill up very quickly, but I think these guys are heading off to the runaway train. These flower beds. Of course, once Main Street is all done, there'll be buildings surrounding the whole thing. As you can kind of see over here and over there. Everything will be buildings. So this will be a big gift shop, and we'll have guest services over there. There's two guest services. There's one outside the park and one inside the park. There's also going to be like a fast track, which I've called in the park Quick Queue. However, there's just like annual passes and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is the Wavesfinger queue line. And so, yeah, so this will be a nice building. It will cover up all the western stuff. Oh, they decided to go on the Wavesfinger. Alright. You see, we've got many people flocking in. I will skip through the queue line because it's just a giant cattle pen. Probably turn up the park music. Anyway, this is like the probably the only ride that isn't technically in the themed area, unless you call this the main street, aka Farley Avenue, a themed area. But yeah, got the nice wave swinger. You can actually see quite a few of the rides and some of the coasters from around here. Obviously, eventually there'll be a giant hypercoaster on the sky over there that you'll be able to see. Anyway, I don't think I've ever actually been on the wave swinger here. Never really had a look at the views from up here. I wonder if it will give you a view above some of the buildings. I hope not. It will ruin all the immersion around the western area. Oh yeah, I think it'll be fine. Wow, look at the amount of people. I found a lot of people head off to the right at the moment because there are all the rides are over that way. There's nothing much to do if you head over to the left. But eventually there'll be the RMC, the River Rapids, the GCI Woody Coaster, all over on that side of the park, all nice and themed. So they should go both ways eventually. I think the thing is angled. Yes, it is. But yeah, some pretty nice views from up here. Actually, what I want to see is where we're at the high point nearby the, what do you call it, near the, like kind of rising up towards the western area. You can't really see much. That's cool. Should hopefully keep the immersion. No, let's speed through this because it is just a flat ride. That is something I've made sure in building the park, that we have a decent number of flat rides here. Right, come on. This is taking a little while. Okay, I'll leave it for now. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, you can see just how many people are heading off this way. We do have some people heading this way. I think all the spinning coaster is open. Yeah, there's some people who decided to go towards the dive coaster. Anyone going on the spinning coaster? 1%. Just about 20 people. Got lots of people heading over to this ride. I might close this because this gets so many people. I don't really want loads of people ending up around here. Right, we'll close it for now. And so there's other things to do around there anyway. Just thinking, in terms of flat rides, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 flat rides in at the moment. Be another one in the steampunk area, 13, maybe even a 14th one there, and then maybe 15, 16, so probably about 16 flat rides in the end. And then of course we have 4 track rides, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coasters, I think, after a recount. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 coasters. Oh, I keep doubting myself, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there are definitely 10 roller coasters here. Yeah, I think I let 5,000 people in. Obviously, the runaway train is getting a very large queue, as it always does. This actually looks quite nice now that it's lit up. It's got a bit of a glow, which I'm quite happy with. There's not many people heading towards Outpost 5, which is good. Got some people heading towards Shipwrecked. And of course, going to have to walk the entire extended queue line. Sorry, not sorry. Anyone going on the pirate ship? No? Alright. This is actually probably one of my favourite themed rides here, because I spent quite a while working on this queue and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Oh well, they're lost, they miss it all. Gardens seems pretty busy. Got some people heading up onto Grove Explorer. We've got some people on the log flume, we do. We've got people heading on the Garden racetrack, as well as all the flat rides. Of course, this has got a full queue. The Skyride has an enormous queue. We got anyone? Yep, some people are heading up on the Wing Coaster. I've got a few people heading on the Magic Twirl. Have we got anyone on the Spinning Coaster yet? I can't see if we do. Don't think so. There's no one in the queue line. There's a few people who got on the Rising Raptor. The dive coaster is pretty much going around empty. Have we got anyone on the... No, there's nobody on this one. And of course I kicked everybody out of the city area. What else? Where are they all heading? They're all heading into Storm Valley, aren't they? Got some people on there. Runaway train, they haven't quite reached the entryway. This is a very long queue line. I forgot this was here, you know. I forgot I'd put in a little building there. What else is there? Oh, there's some people in there. Anybody got a fast track? Don't think so. I've got fast track on most of the big rides. Really, the biggest one is Shipwrecked. Anyway, so I'm gonna let you guys just kind of chill and Teju Cam for a bit. Let's find somebody heading towards. Let's find someone going towards the runaway train. You're already on the runaway train. Nope, you decided not to. You going on the runaway train? Nope, so we'll just take this person at the back. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, so enjoy this. All right. What has this Pete been up to? See, they've been on a runaway train and they're going on a whirlwind now. Ah, they're almost at the end there as well. Anyway, what are people going on? We've got a nice little queue for. We do have a pretty decent queue for the dive coaster. That's good to see. How about the spinning coaster? I can see one person here. and I can't see if any of the other cars, I don't think any of the other cars have people on it, to be honest. 13 monthly guests. What's the Prestige at? 614. Oh, but it says it's aging. Oh, of course the queue needs more scenery. This is on 100%. 0 minute wait. What other areas did I leave open? The gardens. Oh, some of the flat rides are quite popular. As is the Flume. Wow, that's almost full. We've got 13 minutes for the Flume. Not too bad. This is on a 20-minute wait. Is the Wheelgate any... Has it had anybody? 14. Somehow more people have been on the stupid little Ferris wheel than the spinning coaster. I don't understand Planet Coaster. I mean, it's literally on a 3-minute wait. That's not even too bad. What's the queue looking like round for Shipwrecks? It's usually around there. Anyone on the pirate ship? Yeah, we got a couple of people. And the runaway train will probably have a queue around here, which it does. Oop, autosave. What's saying? 22 minutes, it's not actually that bad. Then Whirlwind is, of course, basically full. Anyway, so now I've got to kick everyone out if I want to keep building. But to be honest, that's pretty much... It's basically everything I really wanted to get done today. Done a bit more of the theming around here on Shipwrecks, and of course this can continue around here. It's getting close to being done, which I'm quite happy about. We just got this little section left, and then we also worked on the rock facade here for the spinning coaster. Now I'm just kind of looking at it. Not sure if that roof should be angled down a little bit or not. I think it'll be fine staying pretty flat, but I might maybe I'll have to have a think about that, because from the path you can actually see the bit behind it, but of course all this back here will be rock work anyway. But yeah, I should probably say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream, which I don't even know when they're going to be. I try and do them on Saturdays, but I haven't really been doing that for ages. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.